Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Let's drink something from Binny's.
Every now and again, Julie turns me loose at a liquor store, and this time around it was a Binny's. We're in Chicago here through the end of the year, and found something that I think is super, super interesting. Cannot wait to share it. Obviously, I've already been sharing it around. It's disappearing quickly. But before we get into that, we want to tell you all about the really big news. Advent tournament time is here once again, and the brackets are open. You can go to thebourbonvan.com, fill out my bracket, fill out Julie's bracket. It's easier than ever because there's only 16 bottles in the tournament this year. We cannot wait to bring you that entire tournament, brought to you by Still Austin Whiskey Co. Oh, and by the way, Still Austin is giving the winner of each of our brackets a bottle of their whiskey and the highest scoring Patreon for each of us. So go to thebourbonvan.com, fill out your brackets. You must be over 21 years of age, and I'm pretty sure it's America only. So if you're outside the country and you win, you've got a bottle waiting for you. You're going to have to figure out how to get that to yourself. But that's the big news.
Yeah.
Brackets are open. How excited are you for this year's tournament? It's full of surprises.
Yeah, I'm really pumped. It is one of our favorite times of the year, and it just kind of feels great that we're sitting in Chicago. Chicago is such a great place for the holidays, and I can't wait to go out, look at all the lights, and I can't wait to drink all the whiskey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fully blind, too.
Fully blind. And now we've talked about the thing that we're most excited about. Let's get to something else that we're also very, very excited about. This is a product that we became familiar with because of last year's Advent tournament. Our friend Laura Brazil sent us the bottle of, what was it called? It was a 14-year, the Proprietor from Lucky 7. And this is Lucky 7. This is the Frenchman. It's a bourbon, but this is a hand-selected single barrel from Binny's. I didn't even know that this brand offered single barrels. This is never seen anything like this before. And this is 116.2 proof. It is French oak, finished in new French oak barrels. And we've never even had a regular bottle of the Frenchman. We've only had a sample that was sent to us by our friend Marcus, the bourbon judge. And seeing this bottle, I couldn't believe my eyes. It looks so decadent, so delicious. And at only $64.99 plus tax, I couldn't say no. So we're going to do a little tasting of this Lucky 7 bourbon, which, again, I've been sharing it around.
Yeah.
We've only had a splash of it ourselves, but I was so excited at first sip that now that it's been open for a little while, I can't wait to get into this one and check it out. And by the way, I hope to have a few more episodes of Most Interesting Bottle I Found at Binny's this week while we're in Chicago. I don't know if it'll happen or not, but I mean, I love going there.
It is one of your favorite stores. Definitely a sweetness here. Oaky.
Yes.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, I love the French oak influence. It is just a little bit different. It's more of a maple syrupy. It's brighter. It's not so dark and brooding. It's not that really intense brown sugar. It's really more of like a maple syrup.
Right.
And there's a hint of spice here on the nose. Not a lot though. Super sweet. And I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to get into this 116.2 proof bourbon. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that is nice.
That is so good.
Oh. There's a little grape on this for me.
It's a touch of fruit there, yeah.
Yeah, the oak is really great. Oh, the warmth is wonderful. Very, I'm gonna say sweet, but in a sugary, maple syrupy. There's some vanilla in there. That oak is really great. I was getting grape. It's quite tasty.
It coats so well. It coats like maple syrup, and the sweetness is maple syrup, and the cinnamon spice is showing up. It's a little bit bready. This is French toast in a bottle. My goodness, I'm completely enamored. I knew I liked it when I tried it the other day, but now that we're, it's opening up a little bit, we're doing a proper tasting. Mouth is watering. It's a little dry, but super, super satisfying. One sip in, and I'm gushing. I'm going back for more.
Me too. I'm just sitting here smiling because it's that delicious. And we have been sharing it around. I mean, there's still quite a bit of the bottle, but I keep thinking before we scoot out at the end of the year, this would be one I could pick up a backup bottle of.
Yeah, and we never do that. We
are especially on the road.
Yeah, we're constantly trying new things. We don't have a lot of room in the van, and yet this bottle's so good. We brought it to a party the other night, and I think there were 6 or 7 people drinking it. So that's how it got dropped so quickly. And this is the perfect bottle to share. It's a great little holiday taster because there is spice here, there is sweetness here. I think it's going to pair with a lot of good holiday desserts and things like that.
I agree.
I continue to gush, and I never did get my second sip. Now I'm going in.
I just like everything about this. There's no rough edges. I think anybody would like it, even if you have never drank bourbon before. It is warm.
Yeah.
That 116 proof shows up.
Little proof, you might want to water or an ice cube if you're new to whiskey.
Yeah, but even if it was like, you gotta try this and you're not into it, the flavors are so delicious, so decadent. That maple syrup, that cinnamon, it does remind me of cinnamon French toast. When I make French toast, I put in a lot of cinnamon.
Yeah.
And when you add that maple syrup to it, it is just so delicious. It kind of tastes like that, a little bit bready, nice oak sweetness. I am enamored.
What I love about these big sort of chain liquor stores, you never know what you're going to find. And a lot of them do a lot of single barrels. So I wonder, is it really going to be worth it or not? This one, for the price of $65, I thought it's got to be worth a flyer on, because Lucky 7, I haven't had anything from them that I haven't really enjoyed, and I usually see it closer to $100. Now, maybe that's just because of, in our travels, we've never found it in an affordable location. Just couldn't believe that this existed as a single barrel, and the flavors are blowing my mind. And yeah, I don't know if this is top 10 of the year worthy, but it's got to be really close.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it.
No.
I like it.
Yeah, for that price, I mean, we don't always say if it's a try, a buy, or a why, but this is absolutely a buy in my opinion.
Except wait for us to get a second bottle and then go buy it.
Yeah, let's not have a run on this before we can get back there. If you're wondering, I believe we were at the Binnys in Skokie. We were up on North Clark Street. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but fantastic whiskey. I love this stuff. And if you're a bourbon drinker, we don't talk about a ton of bourbon on the channel these days. We're always into the rye and the American single malts and even
Mixing
Scotch
it
whiskey. We're always mixing it up these days. But this is, for us, a return to bourbon, and really, really good bourbon. This is a home run.
I also want to point out, it is the holiday season. This video is coming out right around, Thanksgiving time. You're looking to bring a gift, whether for like Thanksgiving or Christmas or, to a friend or a boss. I think this is a home run.
Well, there you go. There's not much more that we can say. We love this whiskey. Give it a day and then go get yourself some so that we can go get ourselves another bottle. And we're going to sign off here, but I want to remind you to go to thebourbonvan.com, fill out those brackets. 4 of you are going to win bottles of Still Austin whiskey, and you do not want to miss the tournament this year. You don't have to spend every single day with us. It's a shorter tournament this year. I believe it's only 15 episodes, so I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to be great, but I promise you it's going to be as good as it has been in the past, probably. How's that?
I like it.
From wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Delicious.
It's so good. Fill out those brackets before December 3rd.